Hello. I would like to say first. I would like to start off with it's day 5 of this dopamine detox. I've still been doing my deeds. I've not looked at porn. I have not watched YouTube. I have meditated, and I have no YouTube, no porn, meditation, and 1 hour screen time. I've done all of those to a T, basically. I mean, I've lacked a little bit. I'm human. I make mistakes, but I seek to not repeat those mistakes. But today was my mother's birthday, and of course, I woke up. I said happy birthday to my mother. I texted her because she works. When I'm sleeping, she's working already. And it sickens me a little bit because sometimes I do believe that I should be the man and put my head down and work until I can make sure that woman never works another day. But, I digress. I woke up. I immediately got up. I meditated. And then did my morning routine. I went to school, and then first block easy, second block easy. But I did start something I was very proud of, and that's when I started. Before I went to school, I grabbed one of the books I have out on my shelf, and I have a bunch of self-help books. Currently, I'm looking at one on my desk, and it's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. The next one is The Power of Now. And the one after that is The 5 Essential Principles of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But the book I'm currently reading, which I have heard very high regards of. Sorry, I was just waiting if my dog's barking would pick up in the mic. The high regards I was holding up to was Atomic Habits, which I just started in second block. I'm very proud of it. I want to keep reading it, to be honest. Fucking dog. But we go from there to Spanish. I do my Spanish work, and I go from Spanish to study hall. And then I found out that I was finally able to go to the study hall I wanted to go. They finally got a pass. I could go there. So I went to the study hall I wanted to go to. I chilled with my friends there. I sat with this one person. I spoke to them, and I was just speaking to them for a good time. It was a pleasant talk. And then we went from there. I was talking with one of my friends, and he was like, yo, the whole day I was thinking about skipping the last block because it was health. I don't do much in health, and I finished all my work in health. But the reason I thought of skipping was because I wanted to get my mom flowers, and I really wanted to get her flowers because thinking back at it, I should have gotten her flowers, but at the same time I didn't. I was kind of selfish, but I didn't get her flowers. But me and my friend skipped the last block. We went from Chick-fil-A, we ate Chick-fil-A, then we went to Walmart, then we went to PetSmart, and then we went to Kroger, and from there we went back to school because I needed to get on the bus, go home. Went home, sat down, I did my push-ups. They're spamming me my Snapchat group chat with my friends that I go play soccer with, and they're like, yo, pull up, we're gonna go play soccer. So I was like, okay, I'll pull up. I need a ride. My mom gives me a ride. I tell her happy birthday. I'm telling her all these loving things because genuinely the woman that loved me and all this stuff. We get to the soccer field. I play soccer. These two kids get in a fight because this one kid's taking the game too seriously. And then I wrestle this one kid. He knows how to wrestle. And I immediately realized I was outmatched in the way where I know how to fight in a street fight, but in a wrestling match, I don't know shit. I immediately asked him the first round we went, I said, hey, what do we do? Do we wrestle or do we do submissions as well? Submissions, I knew I could immediately lock his head in, choke him out. But he said, no, just wrestling. It worked the first time. Bam, easy. The first time I lost. The second time I won. And the next 2 times I lost as well. And he's like, nah, Jimmy, you were good. You just need to work on your ground game. And I was like, all right, word. Because I know what to do in the way of positioning myself and not giving myself up easily. Because I was controlling his wrist. I was bam, doing. And then I immediately got his back. And I pinned him to the ground. It was so easy. But it's like I don't know how to defend myself in the way where it's like this motherfucker is gripping the fuck out of me and I can't get out. He pins me to the ground. I can't get up. I like doing those type of things because it feels masculine to me. Because I love wrestling type shit. And then we go from there to... I sit down, I speak to them for a while, and then that was my whole day. I'm sitting down now recording, trying to tell you my day and all that stuff, but I feel very motivated in the way where I want to conquer the world. As corny as it sounds, I do feel very motivated, and not motivated, but more disciplined to take over the world, soon enough, these will reflect actions I've taken for the future, because I actually spoken to one of my friends, and he told me, because I like speaking out I like manifesting my shit, but he told me, he said, and I quote, speaking it doesn't make it happen. And I wish he would understand, but he might be watching this now, but I was doing it all behind your back. I was working on myself behind you the whole time. The days that the doors are closed, no one's seeing me, I'm working to be the best man ever possible. I'm working to be the best man you ever see. I'm working to make sure your kids look back at me and say, that's my role model. That's how much I want to dog on everyone in my school. As egotistical as it sounds, I want to be the best man I can ever be because I don't want to waste potential. So that's why I'm doing all this shit to begin with. I had to remind myself today. Today I really reminded myself. Yesterday I looked back and I was feeling a little down, but then I read my mom's letter and I said, this woman gave birth to me. Why do I feel weak? Like, why? But yeah, now it is all about going into this book. I'm going to indulge into it. I'm going to read it even after this dopamine detox. The dopamine detox was more of to get me back on my routine and get me back on track and get my mind back into the rolling thuds and focus again. Like that was the main goal of this whole thing. And that's my goal. At the end of the day, I want to be able to do that. But yeah. Overall, good day. Hope you guys the best. New Flick, shining out.